Oh, wow. Yes. Yes, yes. This is the stuff you like to see. This is the boys. This is the dog's boys. This has been done between this morning and early afternoon. The boys are about to start taking asbestos away and putting it in a skip to go away to buggery. But this is stunning. So this is fibre cement, so that should be really hard wearing. As I was saying earlier, this stuff's to go to be cheaper concrete with it doesn't have fibre in it. See, you can see where the wagons are going to go round the corner. So this is very nice. Very nice. Calving lot. See, this is the thing that's going to really annoy me. 3 are going to calve tonight, probably, before the milking, and we're going to have to bring them round, and we're going to have to try and guide them through all this. They cannot go near this absolutely stunning cement. My God, that is beautiful. Now you can see it's got an ever so slight downward and a camber because the big main drain's there, so all of this yard is going to be dry. Yes. What are you thinking, Coos? Are you going to calve? They're looking settled. Good. Good. Very good. Very nice. Very good, very nice. Anyway, right, so somebody noticed this shed in my last video. This is a repurposed shed, so it's been here, but it was gubbed and useless, so you never really seen it. So it's been repurposed as a calf shed now. Big upgrades and all that. So there's going to be some form of barriers down here, and that's going to be where the titty bars and whatnot are on the front, and feed barrier for calves. And then this is the kind of pish area. Curbs got put in between all of the posts. Fantastic. And I made sure that there was gaps. I spoke to the builder about it, and we decided that we were going to put gaps in to let the piss through, because otherwise it was wooden boards that you remove, and they're not, you can't clean them up the same as this. This is concrete and it'll last forever, you know. So straw bedded, piss runs through the holes and into the tank at the front. Smashing. It's been completely refurbed. Love it. It's going to be a bit of a pain coming in to muck out like this, but we'll work with that. That's absolutely fine. We'll make sure that these gates open as well to make things easier in the future. This last bay will need to be a wooden board. That's the only issue. I'm going to have gates. I've seen videos of gates. So basically, the gate's going to be up here like that, and if you want to shut the calves down here to muck out, it's the same length between this bit here and that pole to there. So you're shutting them round and into there. The only bit that might be different is here, which might be a bit of a nuisance, but we'll deal with that when it comes. But yeah, what do you think of my calf shed? Anyway, it's based off the calf shed that we've already got, but with slight improvements like the curbs, because the other one didn't have curbs, but we couldn't put curbs in because of certain reasons, because the way you need to muck that one out, whereas this shed we were able to design it differently. Couldn't have had a blank slate with this one, just where it is. It's perfect. That's the big man away on holiday. So milking the coos the night and for the next 3 weeks probably. So no so bad. Some of the coos are rootling really well. This wee fat fucker thing, look at it. That's a cull for sure, that. Hopefully this is the last day I'm feeding with this wagon. New wagon is coming. The demolition crew have started on the lean to this morning. Young day. So hopefully I'll get a right good look at this wagon when it arrives later today. And then hopefully tomorrow morning, I'll keep it all in this video. We'll get a right good go at it and see how well it's able to feed my cows. I'm hoping it'll feed it all in one load, but you never know, you never know. Now everything's in the bloody way. That's how you knock a roof down. That is karate. Safest way to do it. Jesus, you're no longer making a hole. Cows are wondering what the bloody hell's going on. So I did have them all just let in a wee bit up the top at the gate. But it's not a very good gate. It's tied to a bit of rope that goes on to the boarding, so they've either snapped the string, forced their way through and they nearly escaped onto that fresh concrete, or they've snapped the string. Horrendous. At least they didn't escape. That could have been quite bad, that. But now he's in far enough with that digger. That's absolutely fine. But just as well I noticed, they had escaped. Hey coos. So open, so airy. Urgh. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The update is no sign of a feed wagon. The other update is there's no roof and a tree. Just mucked all the chalk out. Dad's going to reverse the Manitou out of here, and I'm going to feed some silage to these guys and these guys with the old clapped out wagon. Not ideal, but nothing we can do about it. Dear, 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 but progress has been made. Bit of a better view this morning here. Nice tree, clear roof, clear skies. The only bother is this gutter's been bopped, I think, by falling roof. I think at one point the digger touched it and the whole thing collapsed. So it was definitely going to come down. Smashing. Hopefully a bit more airflow through this shed now. Keep the coos happy. So getting ready to feed this morning. It doesn't have a screen for outside it, so you've got two handsets, one for in here and one for in the tractor, and they work. All of the gearing and whatnot for feeding out, so sounds pretty complicated, but I started using it yesterday to trial it all. It seemed not too bad, but it's just weird doing this and looking down here. That's the only thing. So we'll see how she fills up and feeds out. So we will. I've already put some silage in it and spat it all out so that the main lot don't get whatever could have been in the bottom of this wagon. Just to get a wee clean out. So now on to the good clean main feeds now. She is a monster. Look at the height of that thing. 18 cube, 4 cube bigger than the last one. With this cross conveyor that lifts at the sides. One side doesn't lift properly though, and that's the side I want to feed out of, because I tried feeding off the other side and the polar was it's spinning and feeding out this way through the front door, throwing the silage off the bed before it gets a chance to throw itself up the other way. I dare say it's fine if you've not got the table pushed out, but the table's not. The table's going to be pushed out to get it in the trough. So that's where we're at. We're going to find out this morning how she's going to go. Oh dear, it's a long way up. So that's just over 7 tonne in the wagon, 7,700 kilo. As you can see, I'm adding water. That's because our silage is dry, and because I'm doing 2 loads at once, I'm using both IBCs. For some reason it wants to go to the back, but I think it's because it's too high at the front. It would have been better to have been in the silage pit where it was sitting a bit more level. But since I've started adding the water, it's started to sink at the back into the wagon. But the mix is looking pretty raw, so it is. So I wonder, I'll need to plug the controller back in and find out how many kilos this all is. But whilst this is happening, I'm going to go scrape out so I can just get feeding straight away. Pretty good, pretty good. Quite happy with this so far. Yet to see how this performs. Jesus. Still figuring this shit out. Right. It was working. Don't know what I've done. Right. There's no that it's simple. It needs to be more simple than this. Right. So. Oh my god. Too much come out at once. What's that? That's fine. Was working pretty well. Right, I'm just getting the hang of it, you know. Right, pretty good. God, it is a big wagon when you look at it, eh? I can't even see the top when I'm looking from out the cab because of the back window, like, Jesus. I think I've done okay for my first attempt now to try the trough. I'm not going to record that because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm not that competent yet. Fuck! That's where I choked it. And then there's the rest. So it's been pretty good otherwise. Just very inconsistent, that's just me not very good at driving forward when required. But yeah, I'm fairly pleased, but time will tell how she goes. Bucket. Well, I would like to say it worked really, really well, but it did, it jammed again. So I think what it's looking like is the belts need adjusted, which isn't a big job. You can see the drive motors and the bearings, so you just need to adjust them out to tighten the belt up, and that should be that. And it doesn't fit down through the passage. I managed to just get in here. The gutter is scratching the wagon, so I'm having to use this until we sort such gutters to give the heifer something to eat, but that's only every second day, and it's not giving a bad mix to the main lot, that wagon I mean. So that should be one beautiful consistent blend this morning out of one wagon. We shall see how things go on. Dad didn't look too impressed when he was watching. He's very, very sceptical, and he didn't, I don't know, he wasn't impressed anyway. Could tell he wasn't impressed when it jammed, but there was also a combination of I might have had the door open too hard. So this morning's feeding should have been a lot quicker than this, but I didn't know what I was doing. But tomorrow I probably have a better idea. So that's where I'm at right now. Anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. That wagon took a while to come, so this video took about 3 days.